The artist behind the witness blanket documenting the atrocities of residential schools is hopeful this totem, now standing outside of Victoria Elementary School, is a bridge to change.
I think about what it means for all the kids whose handprints are represented up there, what it means when they're older, when they're the leaders who are making the decisions for this country.
This piece, with dozens of current students' hands carved over the past 2 years, with the help of those students' hands, was unveiled last week, just as we were learning of 250 residential school victims' remains discovered in Kamloops. The juxtaposition of the two inescapable and both tangible.
In different ways, this project and the witness blanket and those graves do that. They reach people at a different level, like at a visceral level.
Because of this, he's hopeful the 215 lead finally to systemic change now. But if not, optimistic. This is the last generation that hasn't learned about residential schools or has turned away.
Kids in this school will grow up knowing about residential schools. They'll grow up having had some experience with authentic indigenous culture and having participated in it. Maybe that changes the level of respect and understanding for it.
Author of youth books about reconciliation and mom to grade school teens, Monique Gray Smith sees this change happening.
Because of what they're learning in school, because of the resources that are available, because of what's happening in the media, because of the conversations around the dinner table, so much is changing.
So much left to go. Resources, she says, specific to Indigenous students, still not where they need to be. Nor are there enough, sometimes not any, Indigenous voices at the table when these decisions are made. But confident today's students will change that.
In a few years, they will be the change makers. They'll be the decision makers, and their heart and their mind and spirit will make decisions from different places. Again, that uphold dignity.
That, so far, Canada's history has not done.
If we lowered our flags in this country for every child that we know died in residential school, would be over 11 years before they were raised again.
Looking at the future in these kids' hands, Newman hopeful they will embrace the tragedies of truth of residential schools and the systems that allow them as they embrace the journey of lending their hands to this project.
I guess it just kind of hits me in the heart when I think about that process of transformation. How these kids have gone from have taken ownership of this and what that might look like in 10 years.
For City News in Victoria, I'm News 1130's Liza Yuzda.